Are you a scheduler? I know I am. I love a list and a plan and that satisfied feeling when I've completed something I've set out to do. I don't know if you can relate to this, but sometimes if I did something that wasn't on the list, I'll still write it down and then cross it off right away just for the satisfaction of seeing my list with a line drawn through each action at the end of the day. But there is more to life than schedules and lists, and if you don't watch it, your life becomes a machine to accomplishing things and just for the purpose of others. And that is not the way it was meant to be. You are in charge of your life, your choices, and your visions. I want you to hire yourself as your chief life designer. I created a graphic for you to remind you of the primary differences between being a scheduler or a life designer. But like anything, your behavior exists on a continuum. So depending on the day, depending on who you are with, you may exhibit traits on either side of the list. So let's run through this quickly. Number 1, designers make choices, not lists. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make a list. Remember, I think lists are awesome. But when you are a designer, you take more than your list into consideration. You remember your list isn't something to pack full to impossible. You understand you are not a machine. You choose the best possible timing for your tasks. You ensure you are not going to get burnt out. You get that one category doesn't always take precedence every time, like kids over a spouse or work over fitness. Number 2, designers estimate time and put their schedules together thoughtfully, while schedulers gut it out. Listen, we all have those days we have to just get it done, and whether you are tired or discouraged doesn't matter. But this is not a long-term strategy. Long-term design is sustainable. When you estimate your tasks and place them in your life, you can run the race longer and you will get more done. Number 3, schedulers hope for more time later while designers honor their time with their purpose. You aren't guaranteed the extra time to start that business, visit a friend, or travel the world. If something is important to you, design a life that elevates what you want. Start saving on the trip and go, or make time for your dear friend. Don't count on more time because you may not have it. Number 4, schedulers feel their yeses and nos are out of their hands, while designers curate their life with the same responses. You don't have to say yes to a PTA meeting. You don't have to say no because you don't know how. If you have a purpose-driven plan, those nos and yeses become focused and empowered, a way to live the journey to your future with the best life in the now. 5th and 6th are sort of a blend. Something that may not seem like a scheduling issue at first because a person is saying no. They're focused on their schedule and they don't have time for surprises. Except when you're designing your life, you understand there must always be time to learn and grow. You, as a designer, will take time to read a book, interview people, sign up for a class, or go through a tutorial. You have time for it because you have sort of a blueprint for your journey, and you're able to make those adjustments. I'll leave you with this story. A few weeks ago, my video setup just didn't work. I had the wrong cord. The battery died while I was filming. It ended up being completely out of focus and not my best work. You know what the problem was? I was scheduling. I didn't think about design. That you would be better served at that point if I had just walked away from an obviously bad day with a camera and used my phone or computer. I had to cross that off my list and I made myself suffer through it. I could have skipped filming altogether for the day and pushed it to another day. The difference between scheduling and design is significant, but at first, and maybe even after, no one will know the difference because it really all looks productive, but you know. And you will have the joy of experiencing the freedom and grace that comes with being the head of your very own life design department.